Alright, next, let's take you to the streets. If you're an Indian in the car market, you already know that the market has become an ocean of SUVs and crossovers in the last decade. The Korean car maker Kia's latest offering is the Syros, and whether it can shake up this tricky demographic or not remains obviously to be seen. But on first glimpse, this car's tall, boxy, boyish, modern design definitely makes it stand out. Is that enough? Or should you go for it? And should you go for it? As usual, Overdrive is going to be telling you exactly what they think. This is the verdict. Take a look.
Sub-4-meter SUVs are often seen as a game of compromise. You either lose out on the space, or settle for an average design, or sacrifice on some new age tech to meet that price point. Now, Kia aims to change that narrative with this, the Syros. It's a car that has some tall promises to make. Good styling, plenty of space, and features and cutting-edge tech without cutting corners. But the key question is, can it live up to all those lofty claims? Let's find out. The Kia Syros is a bold departure from the mundane. Its angular styling and boxy silhouette exude confidence, while the geometric theme seen all throughout the car, even on the alloy wheels, adds a sophisticated touch. The big cladding over the squared wheel arches may look a bit much in the photos and videos, but impart the Syros a rugged stance. The car looks premium from all quarters, and that gives it an aspirational appeal. If I had to go nitpicking about the design, well, it's a bit too busy. Curved lines here, horizontal lines here, a vertical crease here. All of this creates a very unique interplay of light and shadow surfaces, not like a conventional car, and that may not be appealing to everyone. It could polarize opinions. It may not be a universally appealing design to a lot of people out there. But it's undeniably modern, and that is what I like about it. Compared to the rivals like Tata Nexon, Maruti Suzuki Brezza, Hyundai Venue, and even the Kia Sonet, the Syros carves its niche with several unique design elements. The floating roof effect adds to that sporty stance, makes it look quite sophisticated as well. And then when you move over to the lighting elements, all these vertical bits, they add a sense of height. And then you have the digital tiger nose, another Kia signature, which again aims at making the car look wide. So whether you look at the car from the side, the front, or the front three-quarter, you know that it is a spacious car, and that definitely works in its favor. No matter what angle you look at the car from, it has a modern, high-tech vibe. Key question: will it redefine the segment expectations? Well, only time will tell. But speaking of time, radical designs like these don't usually withstand the test of time. They start looking outdated very quickly. However, I think with the Syros, that's not going to happen. Step inside and the cabin immediately impresses. At the center of it all is the 30-inch Trinity display, a combination of a 12.3-inch infotainment screen, a 12.3-inch digital instrument cluster, and a 5-inch touch panel for the climate control, which is only available, however, on the top trim. There is wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and the interface is youthful and slick. The screens are placed quite thoughtfully high up on the dashboard so that you don't have to take your eyes too far off the road to glance at information or to make quick selections. At the same time, they don't intrude in your field of vision. They aren't distracting when you're on the move. So I think the design, the placement, the layout, everything is quite thoughtfully done. Another thoughtful touch: the drive mode and traction mode switches are on the steering wheel itself, not on the tunnel console. So again, if you want to make any changes, that is seamless, reduces effort, and you don't have to take your eyes off the road. So I think it's a very nice balance of form and function. The steering wheel itself looks quite nice. The only thing that is missing, and I'm nitpicking again, is there is no reach adjustment for the steering. That would have been perfect. So, key question: does the interior of the Syros feel premium? Absolutely. Contributing further to the premium appeal are the myriad of cabin color options depending on the variant you choose. There is a beautiful interplay of textures that feel rich for the segment. And the high-tech vibe continues in here with switches and panels thoughtfully laid out. Other standout features include rear ventilated seats. Yep, you heard that right. A segment first. and even adjustable rear seats, both for reach and recline. The doors of the Syros almost open 90 degrees, and you also have a high hip point, which means that families that have elderly parents, elderly passengers, they are going to find the Syros to be a really comfortable car. I quite like it. Getting in and out of the car is quite nice. Now, the driver's seat is set to my driving preference. Knee room is pretty decent. Foot space is really good. Under thigh support is also quite nice. And then you have this airy feel coming from the panoramic sunroof. Now, even the lower trims are going to get a sunroof, though not panoramic. Even the windows, again, nice and big. So the boxy silhouette that we saw on the outside, that definitely translates to a lot of space. You also get these window blinds, which is another thoughtful addition. But what I really like for the rear seat is that you can adjust the reach to improve knee room even further, and you can also recline the seat in case you want to get a nice comfortable snooze in here. So the rear seat comfort is really, really good. Key question: can the sub 4 meter space give you an option of a chauffeur driven car? Well, you do have it now with the Syros.